the Baltimore Ravens. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Let's meet the offensive starters, and let's discuss Corey Coleman, first wide receiver drafted out of last year's class.
And there was a reason for that. When you watched his tape, when you watched his games, you saw his explosiveness and ability to play the ball in the air downfield. Don't get hung up on the fact he only ran 4 routes at Baylor. Just coach him up and turn him loose.
First carry now. This is Hill. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. The Pro Bowler is a rookie, Marcus Peters, there on the stop. And here are the Raven defensive starters.
Marcus Peters is a former first-round pick who has great anticipation and tremendous ball skills.
An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They go play action here on first down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Timmy Jernigan in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
On play action, they'll throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. Taken in at the 22.
Whoosh.
Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Bashad Breeland, the one that got him down. This offense can be flashy at times, and a big reason for that is Perryman.
I like the way you use the word big because that's exactly what Brashad Perryman is, a big receiver with a ton of speed. Runs so well, yet that strength downfield really confounds defensive backs. Is it okay if I tell you I played against his dad in college?
Well, I'm just impressed that you worked confounds into the broadcast.
I'm impressed I'm still alive because I played against his dad in college.
So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up. and taking on extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
Taking it about the 16. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
No, Jack, Patriot!
They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Mariota on 1st down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 55 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. 1st and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. And here's the starting crew defensively for Cleveland.
Bud Dupree came out of the University of Kentucky determined to let everyone know that they play football there as well as basketball. A terrific pass rusher off the edge.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. 3rd down and goal from the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league has spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on fourth down. Let's go get it. Because nowadays, you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards, probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag.
I really don't know where to go with this one. He caught the pass, but in the opposite direction towards his own end zone. That's not one you get every game.
They'll look to throw here. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 16 yards on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd down. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Detroit! Here we go now.
On 2nd down, Hill. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think of run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully. This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Here we go now.
They'll run it with Hill. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll run. This is Hill. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
And Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So this offensive unit, they've now had 3 drives, and they only have 3 points to show for it.
Payoff is the key for everything. How many offenses have we talked to that say we have to finish drives? Thus far, this team hasn't finished it quite the way they've wanted to.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
A second down throw here for Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Halfback sent in motion. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
No, check, Patriot.
Hill. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Shift together here from the D-line. They come out here in the eye. And they'll run it here. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Browns have taken the lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw two tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Second down following the run.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And down inside the 15 he goes. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They come up in an offset eye. They go play action here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. So this will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, Mariota. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll sneak it with Mariota. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And they line up now for what? And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
22, twice on 22.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Now a give to the big fullback use check. And I think they stopped him again. They did. And Larry apparently very brief in his report. Thanks anyway, my man, as we're already set for action. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On second down, Mariota again. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Fielded at about the 28. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They come out here in the eye. Looking to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They'll have to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Second down, Mariota. Flush to his right. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack, and that makes things tougher here on 3rd and goal. And back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal.
3 down, 3 down.
Now they'll run it on the taunts. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will knot us up at 10. So the defense gets the pick. The offense, Charles, they go backwards, but they do get 3 points.
Very happy to get to 3, but you know who's happier? The defensive team on the other side. They shut them down after the turnover.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Here we go now. Green, Detroit! Detroit!
They go back to the air here after the INT. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points.
And he will not. And he will be taken down back behind the line of scrimmage. Tried to get away, but could not.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So they had great field position, but a 3-play drive that actually goes backwards, and then they kick the field goal.
And I think the key sequence in there, the key phrase you just gave us, a 3-play drive. Had the momentum, great field position, unable to move the football.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And down he'll go at the 25. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Third down now following the completed pass. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Going up top. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Adrian Amos with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guy...
And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Justin Houston in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Big sack on second down. Now the offense needs to convert here on third. Third and long here for Mariota. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Risky.
And it's so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
And there's a good opportunity to just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
And second and 10. He'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
So the offense lining up first and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to throw now on second and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They come out here in the eye. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And once again, the Browns are back in front. And that will make this a 4-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Mariota on first down. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them. 2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and we'll still get the first down. They love being physical.
First down, Mariota. Going to throw right side here, complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They'd have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And in this situation with a lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Here we go now.
This is Hill. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked over the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
So a costly penalty marker, and it's now 3rd and 11. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. He'll look to throw, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Third down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win, and the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Shift together here from the D-line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. Give him 16 on the pickup, and the Ravens are going to have a first down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Mariota now on 2nd down. And he's got his man on the out route. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That one looks like he'll throw here. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Hill. And they went and now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They're going to look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield, and it's picked up by the Ravens.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
He'll look to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed, I mean, can flat out.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And now the Browns offense trots back onto the field. They have the lead. Still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know, they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And partner, this first